Hey guys, we're going to be going to the Wicked weapon for one more clear. This time, I'm just going to explain the way to do the fight as long as it takes. That way you can take like a 4-unit team and get like, a 24 turn clear if it comes to that. But get that 4 mission clear done. Then you can go back and use all 5 units to get the speed clear in. And that should hopefully help you guys out. So it's the Wicked weapon. It's a dragon, demon, weak to light or dark. It is heavily resistant to everything else, so you really want to stick to those elements. So for this first clear, we're going to do it. This is going to be an all mission clear, but I'll show you how you can go longer. So we're going to use Carton and Kane to deal our damage. Now we're not using like a bunch of STMRs or anything here, but people are going to say that Carton and Kane are really powerful units, which is certainly true. But you can add another unit. So let's go ahead and do the clear, and I'll explain how you can extend this clear for infinite turns if need be. Okay, so turn 1 is always going to be 3 physical attacks. You can either evade it, triple mirage it, or physical cover it. So we're going to use Solitary Patron Snow to physical cover the physical stuff on turn 1. Kane is going to start in the base form for an auto amplify, and we're going to shift on turn 1 and then just do his power-ups. Cacteria is going to do Cactus Break, 89 Defense Break, and a bigger Fist in Peril. And Carton will imbue the party with Darkness, and then just do some attack buffs and all that. So every first turn, it's 3 physical attacks. His rotation is a 4-turn rotation that just repeats infinitely. So turn 1, 5, 9, 13, 17, 21, just on and on and on, is always going to be 3 physical AoEs, which if you evade cover, it's fine. The second turn of the rotation is always going to be single target gravity damage 3 times. No, general mitigation does work. So we're going to shift Snow here, and he's passive provoking. We're going to do Magic Mitt and general mitigation for himself. Let's see, Kane is going to go ahead and jump, and then Carton's going to start dealing some damage. Now we're not using STMRs or anything, so this is going to be not nearly his full potential, but it'll be good enough. And we're going to just support chain with Cacteria doing triple bolting. And she's mostly naked. She is literally just here for support chaining. And it's a good idea if you actually click this correct skill. Okay, so the second turn of the rotation is just single target gravity damage. It won't kill you, but it will deal gravity damage. It is provocable, so it's all going to go to Snow. So turns 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, etc., on and on and on, will always just be the single target gravity. So we're chaining it up with Carton. We're doing about 27-25% per burst, which is obviously not enough to do it in 4 turns, but of course once Kane drops down, he's going to help a large amount. So in my previous videos, you never really saw me let the boss get a 3rd turn or a 4th turn, but turn 3 and turn 4 is just AoE non-elemental magic damage that can be covered. It hits decently hard, so you want to kind of have a magic tank if you can. The 4th turn magic actually hits slightly harder, not much harder though. So we're going to use Snow to magic cover and do his 90% mitigation. Now I can tell you this is like heavy overkill. Any magical cover tank is totally fine as long as they're just, a modern Neovision's magical cover tank. I'm just using Snow because he can do physical and magical on the same unit. Another great option is Maeve. Another option would be Shoreline Fina and Daisy. They can use their Magnus to cover physical on turn 1, and then use magic cover on turns 3 and 4. But they can only do that once a fight for the physical side, so you'd want to kill the boss by turn 5 if doing them. We'll go ahead and just reload Carton for his Frenzy again. Which again, if you're not using STMRs, Carton definitely suffers a decent amount. And here's the magic AoE. We are using Snow, 90% mitigation, but he's not using like a bunch of STMRs or anything, so it's pretty fine. And the cool thing with Snow is he self-heals himself. With that, I also gave him things like Phoenix Synergy, so he just keeps healing. Now, this is turn 4. Now, I already know we're going to kill the boss with Kane and Carton doing their thing. But if the boss didn't die on turn 4, we could just guard Snow here, and he would like take basically no damage. His 90% mitigation is still up. He's still got magic mitigation from turn 2. He's still got magical cover we used on turn 3. So Snow would take something like 2% damage. He would take basically nothing from the turn 4 AoE. And then on turn 5, the rotation would repeat. We'd go back to the base form with Snow, and we would cover physical, and we would just keep going until you killed the boss with your 4-man party. Now, I can already tell you, this is going to be the end of the boss right here when Kane drops, and goodbye, boss. There it is. So that's technically an all mission clear, but if we didn't kill the boss, we would just keep the cycle going. We would have to heal Carton, because Carton does kill himself every turn, so he would go to the base form on turn 5, and use his Voracious Appetite skill to full heal, and he would, hit the boss, etc. You can see here, Kane, no STMRs. I think he's using like 1 STMR or something, including his own, to be clear. He did, 6 billion. Carton, over the course of 3 different frenzies, did 12 billion. So there it is. I'll show you the gear real quick. And but anyway, before I do that, so here's the team. So you would use just whatever team you want. It doesn't have to be Carton. It doesn't have to be Kane. Just whatever team you want. As long as you've got someone to cover the physical and magical damage that can self-heal. And just like regeneration with Phoenix Energy is all you really need if you're using a good tank. You can extend that forever and ever to get that 4-turn clear in. Then, if you need more DPS, you can stick an extra unit on the party. So in that empty part slot, we could run it again and add like Sephiroth, or add Olivera, or add, Dark Rain, or some kind of big finisher, or extra chainer, or another buffer, or just someone to increase your damage so that you can get it in 4 turns or less, with that extra party slot to make it a lot easier to do. So Snow, in the base form, is just full evasion. I gave him the paintbrush and Call of the Wild and some LB fill so that he can get his LB good to go by turn 3 for the 90% mitigation. It's not even required. His 75% mitigation is always available, but there you go. Shift form is just pure spirit. You don't need evasion in the magic form, so just pure spirit. I'm trying to go with cheap gear. We did give him Phoenix Energy for some self-healing. We're just using the Melia card because whatever. And there it is. Just some spirit to tank and evasion to physical cover. Like I said, you could also use triple mirage to deal with the physical stuff. Kane in the base form is just using an auto-amplified dark item because Carton does imbue him with dark, but Carton doesn't amplify the party. Shift form is pretty cheap gear. I am using the Chronic Weapon, which is technically an STMR, and so is his own STMR. But overall, I'm even using like the janky free chain material. So the gear is really low end, but it is Kane, and Kane is exceptionally powerful, even in janky gear. Max jump, max drag. I'm sorry, 275 dragon, 275 demon, and there you go. He did his thing. Then Carton in the base form is just a little bit of self-healing in case we had to go beyond turn 4. That way you can go to the base form, and you can also use things like Voracious Appetite, which will also full heal him if you do that. It'll drain health from the boss, and he'll just completely top himself off. Shift form is a double hand fist build. I tried to avoid STMRs, so it's definitely not as good as it could be. If you full STMR'd him and used I'm pretty sure he could do it by himself without even using Kane to help, maybe, I don't know. But, this is only 300 demon and 250 drag. I guess his killers are pretty high, to be honest here. But yeah, so there it is. And then Cacteria, just naked. Naked. She was, I gave her some mana regen. Other than that, yeah, she was just support chaining and an 89% break. Obviously, if you want to go even higher, you can do a 90% break with, Venera, Hawkeye, Lara Croft, etc. And again, if you need more damage, add another finisher. So add Sephiroth, add Cetra Descendant Aerith, and use her to cap her holy skill. There's a lot of options, so just add more damage. So hope it helps. See you next time. Oh, and I will put a text version of the boss's rotation in the comments and the video description, so you can have a quick reference. It's only a 4-turn rotation, so physical, gravity, magic, repeat. It's pretty simple. Anyway, see you later.